Hello everybody, Damascus Fox here with another knife review, and today I'll be reviewing this guy. This is the CIVIVI Imperium, and the one I got is the one with the Damascus and dark green micarta scales. Ooh, so pretty. Truly a pretty knife. But before we get into all of that, if you like knife and EDC related content, please consider subscribing because I post every Saturday and every other Sunday. And if you like knife and EDC related stuff, I definitely got you covered. I have plenty of videos, so please go check them all out. Now, getting through all that, I'm gonna do some specs, talk about my personal opinions on this, and just let you know, see if I can answer some of your questions, and just talk about knife because I like knives. We all like knives, and I'm assuming you do too if you clicked on this video. Let's start off with length on this guy. Where's my measure? Ring tape. Alright, this knife right here, overall length, coming in shy of 8, just a little shy of 8 inches, which is no problem at all. Just a little bit above 3.5, and the cutting edge is 3.25, which I think I really like those dimensions. That's actually really good. I actually like that. Weight on this guy. Hello to you too, scale. 2.98. Yeah, the scale is definitely off. I think it's a little bit little higher than that. I think. Maybe. I'm not sure. But take with that information what you will. This knife is definitely very lightweight. So, yeah. I think I need a new scale. One of these days when I have money and the time to actually shop for a good quality scale. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Size comparison on this guy. Let's do a bucket load of size comparisons. This guy right here up against the Spyderco PM2, Spyderco Para 3. And as you can see, that this guy is actually quite a substantial knife. It's coming around the same length as the PM2 and just a little shy of the PM3 Para 3. So pretty interesting thought right there. It's just, it looks small, but it's actually much of a longer knife. Just this guy's just a tad bit longer, but it's actually a long knife, but it just looks small. It has a very subtle presence. When you first see it, you think it's going to be small, but it's actually more of a full-size knife. Here it up with the Benchmade bug out, full-size, and mini. So yeah, as you can see right off the bat, if you line up the scale, the handle with blade, you can definitely tell that this guy has a little bit more handle and just a tad bit more blade than the bug out, which is actually pretty interesting. And I mean, this guy actually looks, smaller. If you were to quickly, let me just do this real quick right here. Just boom, boom, and then take it away. You would think that this guy is actually smaller, but it's not. It's just very thin. So that's kind of interesting. Okay. CJRB Feldspar small. CJRB Feldspar full sized. So as you can see, yeah, pretty much the same size as the full size, which this guy actually looks bigger because this guy's just such a slender knife. Such a slender boy. Okay, next. The most important size comparison. Goes to the Spada medium. Goes to the Spada XL. So, as you can see, this guy basically is the length of the blade of the XL. Just maybe a little bit smaller. And then this guy is the same kind of size of the medium, just a little bit. So it's pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. Yeah. There we go. Excuse me if you heard that. I burped because because I've been drinking more coffee. So good. Alright, where were we? Height. Height on this guy. This guy, not a tall knife by any means. Up against the pair of 3. As you can see, this guy's not going to be cumbersome to carry. Lightweight and slender. Maybe in some instances where you have like little to no pockets, like women's pants, or maybe really tight short, like sport, gym shorts, stuff like that. This guy may give you an issue, but barely. With the Benchmade right there, even the Benchmade is a little bit taller, just by fraction. So that's pretty interesting. Now let's go with width on this guy. So this guy, he's coming in at the same kind of width as the pair of 3. So if you have no issue with the width on the pair of 3, then this guy's not going to give you any issue with the width on the Imperium. And even with that pocket clip are pretty much the same in width. This definitely has a superior pocket clip than the pair of 3, because that pair of 3 pocket clip just rides so stinking, just shallow, just ugh. Yeah, just, eh. Let's give you a little bit of thin knife. So this guy's definitely thicker than the bug out. So if you're used to the bug out being so slender on width, then this guy's definitely going to be a little bit thicker for you, but it's not really that big of a deal to me, in my opinion, unless you're that picky, which is no problem. The knife world has knives for everybody, so it's okay to be picky. Blade thickness. So my brain is working a little slow today. Need more coffee. It's also hot, so I'm overheating. Calibers were zeroed. Blade thickness on the spine. Let's go with the thickest part back here, not that swedge. So we're coming in at 0.11 now on the blade. 0.06. So that's actually pretty interesting. I don't know if this really matters, but let's try that swedge. Right there on the swedge, so 0.10. I don't know why, I just felt like that was needed. Alright, blah, blah, blah. And I wonder if I should start doing width on the handle. I don't know. Price on this guy. This guy is, yeah, you're definitely going to have to open up your wallet a little bit. For CIVIVI, their fit and finish, their quality to price ratio is always fantastic. They make a lot of good knives. Lately, their prices have been definitely going up. And then they came out with Sencut, which is the more budgety or budget knife of Budgetness and Budgetville from Budgetland. I don't know why I did that. That was so dumb. So this is CIVIVI is becoming more of a higher budget brand than just budget brand, but they're still definitely giving you very nice quality knives. You're just gonna the price on this guy is definitely going to deter people, because a lot of people are going to be like, they have knives with the same kind of fit, finish, same quality, but less expensive. And CIVIVI's definitely got to be careful around there, because there's definitely a lot of knives coming out that are more inexpensive than this, but possibly coming in at the same quality level. So CIVIVI's definitely got to keep an eye out on their pricing. This is not going to be the most competitive pricing, and let me tell you why. Because on Blade HQ, it's $85 for the micarta and Damascus one, the natural G10 one with Nitro V steel. That one's coming in at $68. Not too bad, but still quite on a higher price point. They also have the carbon fiber with the shred carbon fiber with the gold or the silver one, and those are also Nitro V, and those are coming in at $89.25 on Blade HQ and Knife Center, so that's not the most competitive pricing for their fit and finish, but still not a bad price. No, not a bad price. Just not the most competitive and compelling price that their other knives have, or how they used to be in the past. And then you also have their website. It's just straight from CIVIVI. Their G10 one is $80. Their Damascus one, which is this one right here with the micarta, is $100, and then their carbon fiber one is $105. And yeah, $100 for this guy. This guy is really good. I definitely, for $100, maybe I would be okay. But it's still quite pushing it. I'm sorry, that's pushing it. I hate to be that guy, but that's just my opinion. Make your own opinions on what you think. And then now cut test. Now, to my knowledge, I've never really used this knife. This is not really one of my users. I don't really beat up this knife. I barely use it. I got it for the aesthetic because I like the Damascus on it. Look at that beautiful Damascus pattern. That is beautiful. Very nice. Very beautiful. The other ones are Nitro V. This one's their Damascus with the black. It's like a very dark finish Damascus. And this is the dark green micarta. All the micartas have Damascus blades that, to my knowledge, and then the only one with G10 is Jade G10, and that one has Nitro V. The carbon fiber ones have a black finish or stonewash. So if it's not Damascus, it's usually stonewash. Yeah. Let's check the edge. So this is basically factory edge. I've never sharpened it. Sorry, basically, this is factory edge. I've never sharpened it and barely used it. That is very nice, very sharp. All right, so yes, this is definitely good sharpness for the price point. I definitely like that. They got this knife well sharp for the price. Oh, that was a user error right there. Bad edge alignment. I caught the sharpening choil right there. Yeah. So, is it the greatest edge? Nah. There's definitely been better edges. But is that a usable, acceptable edge for the price? Yes. Now, time to talk about, just some of my personal opinions and just stuff like that. The action on this guy, phenomenal. Drop shot action, love it. You have two means of deployment, which is the front flipper and thumb stud. The thumb stud is designed perfectly. It is right just perfectly in this cutout area, and it has a little bit of chamfering right here, so it makes a nice ramp to the thumb stud, and the thumb stud just flies out. Barely any effort. D10 is well tuned in. Yeah, it's just very nice. Drop shut, the action on it is phenomenal. You can definitely get this guy in and out of your pocket real quick, make your cut, put it back in. Perfect. And the front flipper, it's definitely one of the best front flippers I've ever designed. If I have ever designed, I designed this front flipper. No, ever felt. This is one of my favorite design. Sorry, I'm stuttering. This is one of the best front flippers I've ever used. I love this one. It works so well. You don't require really any wrist. You can grip onto it very well. To me, I've always found front flippers to work better when it's a long knife. When it's a long knife, or much more substantial, you have a lot more area to hold on to, and you don't have all. You're not bunched up over here where the spine hitting your hand. You can go down here and flick it out, and you don't have to use any wrist. Don't get me wrong, there are smaller front flippers that actually work well. Just Lindquist design, I'm looking at you. You are designed very well for your small knives. But it's just nicer to have a more substantial amount of gripping area on a front flipper. That's just my opinion, of course. But this is designed very well. It's not it's just enough amount of jimping, enough amount of protrusion on the horn, so it's not all the way up here. Let me tell you, I've one time used a front flipper with very long front flipper, and it pinched the ever-loving smack out of my finger. It hurt. Did not like that. Not at all. Yeah, I had to hold it like this to make sure that front flipper protrusion did not smack my hand. It was just horrible. And I've definitely grown to love front flippers. Back then, I thought they were more of a gimmick, just more of a novelty kind of thing, not very practical. But they're actually pretty good. Like a comment I got said that they slow roll really nice, so you don't scare anybody, which is nice because yeah, you bring this out and you go like this. Somebody that is easily startled or a pansy. Will get startled by that. Like, whoa, what'd you do? You shot out a switchblade or something like that. Somebody who's not um, educated in the knife world and startles easy, and like I said, a pansy. Sorry. So this slow roll of a front flipper, you know, it's just like, oh yeah, yeah, I'm just bringing out a knife. I'm not here to cause any harm. There you go. So yeah, slow roll is really nice, and then you can also flick it out really nice. You can, let's see if I can use my index finger. Yeah, you can use your index finger. It hurt me. Ow. Not very good at that. I need to practice that a little bit more. You can flick it out. Let's see if I can hold it, flick it out from the top. Yeah, you can do that. Just got to be really quick about it because it will smack you. Yeah, there we go. See, it does work. It's really nice. You can also do the reverse flick, which it's designed very well to reverse flick it. Very easy. So you got two means of deployment, which is really nice. The pocket clip right here, nothing special. Standard CIVIVI pocket clip. Can take it or leave it. They could do better. They could do worse. So not bad at all. Not mad. The screws are recessed, which I love. The pocket clip is not, which I do not like. Yeah, it's okay. It keeps this part. It allows it to be lefty friendly, so that's really nice. This guy is fully ambidextrous, which is nice. Lefties rejoice. Um, but I like it when it's recessed into the scales. It's nice. I don't mind having this little cutout right here. That's fine. Or you could just do what Dam Design does and just make a little plate where you could put in there. Keeps it nice and sleek and adds a little character to your knife. That's really cool. But yeah, that's no problem. Dam Design, that's really cool. A lot of knives should really do that from now on, is to make their pocket clips recessed, but without having a cutout on the other side for, left-hand carry. So they have a little plate that screws in right there. It's really cool. I highly recommend checking out Dam Design. It's really cool. Now, one of the other things is a lot of people, when they see this knife, they think it's small, and yeah, it's actually a full-size knife. It just has a very small presence. It does not. When I carry it, I feel like this is a small knife. It feels small to me. But a lot of people are going to be like, "Oh no, it's much bigger than I thought." I don't really want it to be bigger. To me, I appreciate the design of this from CIVIVI, because in the knife world, everyone's always wanting smaller knives. It's always small, small. Shrink it down, small it, make it smaller, make it smaller. People are always making fun of people who carry big knives. It's like, why would you carry that thing? It's super clunky. It's going to make your shorts fall down and stuff like that. Me, I like big knives. I am ridiculous. I love it when a knife is huge. I carry around the cold steel espadas sometimes, but like they said, you don't really need a big knife. You can get most of your tasks, your day-to-day tasks, done with a smaller knife. But I just like more cutting edge whenever I'm making cuts. I like a smaller uh edge. Sorry, smaller edge. I like more cutting edge. I just like it. I like smaller knives, and the knife community. I like the knife community, but everyone's always talking about that they want their knives smaller, and I like that CIVIVI went with a more full-sized, much more substantial length knife, and I like that with the Imperium. So if length is going to be a um, you know a deal breaker for you, then this knife may be too long for you. You can rewind and go back to my measurements to let you know. But yeah, otherwise, this knife is right around my sweet spot where I like a full size knife. thumb studs are right out of the cutting path, so you got your cutting path right here, and it's right out of there, so that's perfectly designed. Really nice. You got yourself a nice little finger choil right here, so it feels comfortable. Somewhat of a forward choil. You could definitely use this and choke up, get yourself a nice control, do some of that, work that requires more control. It rides right there, so you have very little sticking out, which is really nice. Very nice and deep carry. It is milled out, so that's what keeps down that weight, which is really nice. And then it has this little like bolster cutout, like fake bolster cutout right here, which is just an interesting add of character. It's not chamfered; it has a cutout right here, but then these parts are chamfered up here, so it makes it very nice and ergonomically friendly. I like it. It's very comfortable in the hand. The pocket clip doesn't really bother me all that much. I mean, you can feel it compared to other CIVIVI knives or other knives I've carried. You can feel it, but as you're using it really quickly, I think it's going to disappear, and you're not really going to notice it all that well. Disengagement and deployment, very easy. Yeah, let's check this. I've never done this in much of my videos. Is a hardware check, and I think people will appreciate a hardware check. Let me know in the comments if a hardware check is something that you care about in knife reviews, or if it's just a waste of time and you don't really care about it. I don't know why I'm kind of shaky today. Yes, this is a T8. Feels like it could possibly be a T9. It has plenty of space. It has plenty of space in there. Interesting. And the body screws. T8. T8. And pocket clip, as usual. T6. Oh yeah, I think I jacked up my tip a while ago on this guy, so it's not really getting in there. But yeah, I believe those are T6. So I'm glad that they're using T8s. I hate T6s. Every time I use a T6, they strip my bits, or I strip the screw and I can't take off the scale or the pocket clip or whatever. The stinking T6s hold it down. I don't like T6. T6 suck. Okay, so I'm really glad that they're using T8s for the majority of the screws. And this guy is definitely going to be easy to take apart because you only have 1, 2, and 3 screws, and then you just got your bearings, your liners, your pocket clip. This guy's definitely, the disassembly on this guy, definitely going to be friendly. So I definitely like that. I can also appreciate that. So I think that's pretty much it. This video's gone on really long. So I think that's pretty much all I wanted to say about this. This is definitely one of my favorite front flippers, one of the best front flippers I've ever used, and it's a very comfortable, lightweight, slender, slim knife that is full-sized. So you don't have to carry around a clunker, but you can have a lot of cutting edge, which is nice. So that is my opinion on this knife, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I love talking about knives. Alright, so I hope you like this video. If you like more knife and EDC related content, check out my other videos, and remember to check out my other videos. And remember to subscribe because I post every Saturday and every other Sunday, and there'll be more knives and more videos in the future. Thank you again for watching, and have a fantastic day. Bye.